want to give us perspective, some perspective with respect to self-care and happiness. Now, if you look at the top countries in the world with the best healthcare systems, there are things, specific things that make them the top healthcare. And so we look at the top three: Singapore, Japan, and South Korea. Now, in Singapore, you have a healthcare system renowned for its efficiency and effectiveness, emphasizing preventive care through initiatives like health screenings and immunization. Now, the self-care component, which is a very critical component of its preventive medicine, the government promotes self-care via the Health Promotion Board, which encourages citizens to engage in healthy lifestyles and manage their health proactively. If you go to Japan, if you look at the critical aspect of the preventive medicine, which is the self-care component, the Japanese healthcare encourages regular health checkups and screenings, fostering a culture of self-monitoring among citizens to detect health issues early. Healthcare system in South Korea, their critical self-care component promotes self-care through access to wide range of preventive services. Mental health support, traditional Korean medicine enabling individuals to take an active role in their health. Now, this is a list of the top best healthcare in the world. We have 104, and then your guess is as good as mine. Where is Nigeria on this list? Nigeria is on the next slide. Next slide, please. Now, that's the list that Nigeria. You're talking countries that have the worst healthcare in the world, and we're number 11 on that list. That's some perspective for us. Now, I want us to give a round of applause to the organizers of this event, because what that is doing, what we're doing already is, DBIO, for example, is already wanting to change that narrative, all right? And so it doesn't have to be this way. We can change this narrative, and we can be on the previous list. We can leave this list, and that's very possible. And this is part of what WHO is advocating for, and a lot of the healthcare organizations in the world. Next slide. And so at Codex, we understand that healthcare is a continuum, and it involves the integration of the different modules. And when it comes to preventive health, like I have already highlighted, it's a very critical component of any working healthcare system in the world. Next slide, please. And so that is why we have the Codex Wellness department in Codex, to attend to wellness and holistic well-being. Preventive medicine. Now, this is a wide range of product: Wingwell, Cell C, FlexiCode, Vitamin C plus D, Macaroot, Code for All. So I'll just really skip to the testimonials. Now, these are very great products. We backs ourselves in very quality product. If you know Codex well, you know that we are very strong on innovation and quality. That's part of our core values. And so we have a wide range of wellness products. You have Celsi, which is a very great immune booster. You have Winwell, which has over 28 multivitamins packed, and it's a very short product. So if you want to know more, we have FlexiCode for joints. We have Macaroot, which has a very strong constituent of maca in it. And we have Code for All, we have Fat Burner, we have Eve Rose, Evening Prime Rose. Now I'm feeling like I was going to resume my menstrual cycle, even after menopause. That's by Mrs. Ngozi. I took Winwell and I noticed that my irregular cycle became regular. Mysterious. Winwell is good. I've noticed how soft and smooth my skin has become since I started using it. That's the certain Dr. A. After being diagnosed with pre-diabetes, with lifestyle modifications and Winwell supplements, I was able to reverse to healthy blood sugar level. That was Mrs. Catherine. My type 2 diabetic patient who collapsed 10 days after visiting me returned for emergency examination, and I noticed he had all the drugs I prescribed except Winwell. So that particular patient stopped using the Winwell and took a substitute. And the management just went south. So that's Dr. Philip could have given associate. They had to return her on using Winwell. Next slide. So this is more testimonials about how quality our product are. Next slide. Yeah, and so apart from the wellness basket, we have all the self-monitoring devices. We have the Lipid Pro for full lipid profile. We have the Codex BP monitor. We have the fine test glucometer. A lot of us know the fine test. That's by us. And then we have the Clover A1C. The Clover A1C is gives you HbA1c results in 5 minutes on the spot. And then we have the HbMate. Now, this gives you PCV check in 2 seconds. It's very quality. We have a lot of institutions already use it, and you can also use it at home. It works pretty much like the glucometer. The next slide, please. Now, this is a novel product. This is genotype testing kit. Now, for people married, you want to know what your genotype is. For newborn screening as well. It gives you genotype results in 5 minutes. Now you can know genotype in 5 minutes. Compare it to HbA1c. All right, this is the first RDT validated by the Federal Ministry of Health through NIMA. So when it comes to, like I said, novel, innovative, and quality products, that's Codex Pharma. My name is Stephen Aribatashe, and for Codex Pharma Limited. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, everybody. Okay, my name is Anthony. I'm from Erisco Foods Limited. Thank you for giving me the audience. So we just to give you a brief background about Erisco and what we are into and why we are here. We're happy to partner with Madam Monica. Thank you very much for being concerned about Nigeria. So this suit is deliberate because we are proud of our country. We want to encourage people to be proud of made in Nigeria products. Next slide, please. So Erisco Food is known for producing tomatoes. Basically, we have 3 major brands: the Erisco tomato paste, the Regico tomato paste, and the Nagico tomato paste. So these are the various brands we have in Erisco, and like I said, this is the largest production of tomatoes in Nigeria and in Africa, 4th in the world, with over 3,000 staff. So this company is known for empowering Nigerian youths and making sure that Nigerian youths are out of those vices that were discussed earlier before now. So, and the brain behind this is Chief Eric Omofia, and he extends his greetings to you and said thank you for this opportunity. I will not bore you with all the details. The reason why we're here is because of green tea. If I pay close attention to all the discussions, about 3 or 4 presenters have talked about green tea. So why taking green tea in a capsule form or in other forms? Why not just buy the green tea and have it for your breakfast when you're stressed? Have green tea. Why should I have green tea? They always said that antioxidants for your heart health, for weight loss, brain functions, and many other functions that we all know what green tea stands for. Now, talking about wellness and self-care. When you eat right, definitely you will live long. So let's take our histories back to China, Japan, Singapore, like my other friends likely mentioned. Their habits is they take tea almost every 2-5 minutes in the morning, in the evening, before breakfast. They take tea a lot. And this tea is giving them a lot of strength to live long. So we are here to say, come to our stand, try our ginger tea, try our honey tea, our honey with ginger. It's going to be nice for your health, and make sure that it gives you good life balancing and wellness. Thank you for your time. Come to our stand and have some product for yourself.
I thank all of you, and also I appreciate the opportunity that Wellness Care gave us to program. Agewell Healthcare Limited brought to you this Agewell. We have 3 different types of egg. The number 1 is coconut oil capsule. I believe that we have pharmacists, professionals, we have doctors that knows what coconut works in the body. And I promise you that this coconut oil capsule is cold pressed and is pure natural. There's no artificial added to it. So we have 3 different types. I don't want to take much of our times. Now we have the coconut oil capsule, the one that works on the skin, hair, and nails. It will help you to live better. Many of us here, we want to age well. Even the mamas here, we know what I'm talking about. So coming to this coconut oil capsule is good for everybody, both man and woman. You can take it and you will see the wonderful works of it. Then we are going to the second one, the Slim Fit capsule. The Slim Fit has different compositions inside it. We have the extract of roots and fruits in it, and it's all herbal. There's no artificial, there's no acid in it. So if you take this, it will help you to suppress your appetite, and it will make your stomach to be flat without any harm. So we ladies here too, I hammer on ladies because you knows what I'm talking about. For us to be looking elegant to our husbands, we need to take Agewell Slim Fit Woman Capsule, so that it will help us to reduce our intakes. Or even the men can need it. We have Agewell Slim Fit Man also, the one you can take to help your pot belly, and also help us in performing in the other room. You know, if you have pot belly, you might not get it right. So it will also help the men to perform well in the other room, and it will make us to look good and healthy. So Agewell have come today to bring out these wonderful products to help our life, to help us live younger, to help us live longer also. Thank you very much for this opportunity.
Thank you very much, DBIO and the platform. Very quickly.
Good morning. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. You know, this place is so calm, so you think you're still in the morning. Good afternoon, everyone. Please, attention, please, attention, please. Can you kindly suspend anything you're doing now? This is the most important segment. In fact, I've been getting a lot of questions, and one question that has really come more frequently: how do I sign up? How do I sign up? And how do I sign up? It's very simple. You visit DBIO.com. That's DBIOWS.com. I'll come again, DBIOWS.com. My spirit will communicate with me and tell me when everybody has typed that in. My spirit says 20% loading. I'm still waiting. So I'm not going to be talking much because we've talked about what DBIOS.com can do. We have several videos we'll share, but this is what you will see in the platform. When you scroll down, let's just look at it. When you scroll down a bit, you see that you can sell wellness. You see there's this button there that says start selling and start shopping. So it means that anybody that wants to come purchase anything from anyone, any store on the DBIO's platform can just go there to start shopping. Vendors will have their own platform, that is DBIOS.com/store Emzo, DBIO.com/your brand. So that's what it is. And everyone selling on this platform would have product listed just the way you have Jumia and the likes, EB and all of that. So you can see some of them are having Emzo, the other person is having another kind of brand like that. So it's something you should be familiar with. So, and there are different categories. For every category, we will all be grouped into separate categories, where say acne treatment, allergies and whatever. Please just quickly scroll. These are just categories in the home page. Quickly scroll, slow down. Yes, so you can see now you can also sell courses. You have a learning management system that allows you to sell courses. So you can see that you can create courses on the platform. Quickly scroll. Let's see whether there are other things. Okay, so now compared to every other marketplace, you can see that the DBIO is specific about speaking more about your product. So even if you upload your product on your store, we go into all the wellness platforms there, and they now see this particular product needs more campaign, needs more talking about, so we can create blog posts around it. I will show you samples in the next page, but just quickly scroll. So it's just about choosing a plan, register, set your brand product. See, there's nothing difficult. You choose a plan, register, set your product, that is, you upload all your product information. We take it for there. A team will communicate with you. By the side, compared to Jumia or any other marketplace, if you have shopped on Jumia, you notice you cannot communicate with the merchant. We are giving you the opportunity to talk directly with the merchant. We are supporting with customer service. That is, when you are not there, we can help you answer some questions with the information we've gotten. We can also direct the chat to your own chat platform. We also have AI, so you have quite a number of backup. They will also give out discounts, share discounts, and coupon links quickly. You can also see that there's affiliate platform. That is, people can register. Once you have your product stored, we will add an affiliate. Influencers can sell your product and gain a commission from themselves. So now this is the sign-up page. When you click the button that was close to the shop button, it takes you to this page. Scroll down quickly. It just says start a trial. It takes you to the plan page. But so these are the things we offer: sell physical products, offer booking services, launch video courses, monetize video content. That is, you have your dedicated channel. So please hold on here. So now you see there's a customized video channel. That is, we have created a platform that once you sign up, we'll create a customized video channel platform that you have on your subdomain that says that goes there, watches all your video, no distraction, no YouTube ad. The ads there, you are the one that put the ads. I will share the commission. So it's a win-win for you. The platform has videos that can engage. What YouTube is not offering, the DBIO platform is offering. You will see towards the end. Let's just go scroll quickly. This is an example of one of the videos. It's an engaging video with embedded platform. You can see what's there. Stop, please. You can see there's an email pop-up. This appears after seconds. It has been timed. That is, in between a video, you can run a campaign that at ifitness, we are going to give you free eating plan, allow them 30 days free guide. The man gives you his email address, but he has jumped on your lead magnet. And these videos, while you are talking, you can have in seconds that it processes and brings out this welcome form. YouTube will not give you that, so you just celebrate about it. Also, you can see underneath it, your tech team can copy and embed, just as you embed videos on your website. So your tech team can embed video everywhere, and it's even light speed technology. It has stuff that YouTube is not giving you. Then also email leads. Whenever anybody tries to comment on your video, compared to YouTube just tells you that this person likes your video, right? If the person has registered on your platform, you are getting the person's email. So for everybody that comments, you're getting the person's email. You're getting data, you're getting quite a number of stuff. Please just quickly, so you can work with real-time data. Even the live chat, as you are communicating with your customers, you are seeing in real time the pages, the person. So the person is thinking you're a wizard. Before, even if the person types something and deletes it, your team is saying it. You also have AI that is supporting you, so you don't keep repeating the same questions. So quickly, that will still jump you to the page for the plan, comprehensive time support. You can see in between this guy's background, you see live chat is a documentation page. You can load all the information there. So people, we have like a document of everything. So you want to talk about allergies, you want to talk about analgesics and all those stuff. People are already seeing the information. It reduces the stress on your team. That's also, you also have ticket system, just the same way you have ifitness and other guys that run with ticket systems with Zoho and all those platforms. That's how this works. It's just complementing whatever you have. Now see, so you can see that you see something we have compare. When we start saying products, we begin to run and create articles around different products and link those articles to your page or link it to your website. It's more about collaboration. Remember what I said? Let's quit the attitude and mindset of competing with our competitors. Every one of us here, we are a family to build the wellness community. So that's for that. So quickly, effectively monetize. Obviously, I talked about, please pause here. I talked about that, effectively monetize. DBIO is saying that we'll share the commission. The only thing is that we'll review your ad. So you don't go and bring your father's, mother, brother, sister's ad and you say, yeah, it's not a joke. Bring ads that are relevant to your community. When you bring it, how much is the person paying? You are the businessman behind this. The buyer say run the business. You are creating the content. I'll take a particular percentage, you take a particular. That's a good business deal. So for the AI now, we have built-in landing pages. That is, come at the days that you think that you just run ads. Okay, let me use Jumia, let me use eBay and the like. When you create a merchant store on Jumia, please don't move. When you create a merchant, this is the last one, so please take it easy. When you create a merchant store on Jumia and all those platforms, they give you your own store, right? You sell different products. Even as much as you're generating traffic from that marketplace, I need you to understand that in that marketplace, when somebody checks your product, he will first reason price, goes to another merchant, checks your product, right? You are still having a little bit of distraction and losing your audience. In this space of digital marketing, where we have a website, we always create landing pages. What that landing page does that, nothing about your menu navigation, because you will have less than 2 to 5 seconds to get the attention of the person. So that page says nothing apart from only that goal that you want to get. So if you are talking about diabetes, the landing page just tells you if you are suffering with diabetes, it's only and it's telling you for a call to action. Is that the one to get your name or they want you to buy something? So we are creating that landing page for each business and is represented by their own brand. No distraction. The live chat support will later sell the product. Remember I said this is a regulated business. You sell by giving value. When your team has collected value, they can now sell in the process. Do you understand what I'm saying? So we are creating a landing page for you. Now we are now going to integrate what we call an AI. Remember we are in a regulated industry. The AI not connect to open source AI like ChatGPT and then goes to sleep. What if ChatGPT gives out the wrong information Nobody knows that it's ChatGPT that is giving out the wrong information. But your brand is behind this. And so that's why we have to work with your team to train the AI on what to say. And when the AI doesn't have enough information, he then regulates the conversation and transfer to the next agent. Do you understand what I'm saying? So the next video we are playing, you will see how the AI works. It's still going to transfer. If anybody wants to ask any brand, it's not going to be telling an Emzor audience about Fitsin's product. It's strictly for Emzor. I talk to the Emzor team, train the AI to talk and represent this.
In today's digital age, your landing page is more than just a website. It's the gateway to your audience. At DBIO, we design landing pages that resonate with your brand and interact directly with your customers' needs. We build store lead magnets and strategically place call to action buttons. Your landing page is set to magnetize leads and convert visitors into loyal customers. Your page will be optimized to collect the right information and drive meaningful engagement. Now, let's talk to the AI. Mr. Jackson from Emzor, could you assist our customer?
Welcome to Erisco Pharmaceutical Selfcare and Wellness Portal. My name is Jackson, your AI assistant for today. Feel free to ask me any question or have me direct you to a self-care expert that could assist you today. Enter your name to start interacting with me. Please share your email so I can reach you if we get disconnected. I'd also love to know if you are a lady or gentleman. I am sure you must be a handsome-looking man or dude. Can you tell me more about your ailment? I'm sorry to hear you're experiencing pain at the back of your neck. Neck pain can be caused by various factors, including poor posture, muscle strain, or even more serious conditions. It's essential to determine the root cause to address it effectively. I recommend using the chat button on your right to speak with a DBIO Wellness agent or consult with our health consultants at talk.to/Emzor for personalized advice.
You can also have a welcome video before collecting your audience's lead information and starting the conversation.
Enter your name to start interacting with me.
Every conversation with your AI avatar is saved, including timestamps, so you have full transparency and control over customer interaction. We train your AI specifically for your brand. All you need to do is provide us with the necessary information while we ensure any regulatory exceptions are excluded. This AI isn't just about answering questions, it's about representing your brand. It can intelligently route customers to your team when necessary and handle brand-specific queries with precision.
Erisco Pharmaceutical Industries Limited is a private indigenous pharmaceutical manufacturing group founded in 1984 by Dr. Stella C. Akoli, OON. They manufacture over 140 high-quality pharmaceutical products and medical consumables, and are committed to providing affordable healthcare to the people of Nigeria.
You see, all you need to do is run your business, create great content, and drive traffic. Let us work with your team and handle the rest. From AI-powered customer service to customized sales pages. Visit dbiows.com right now and start your free trial today.
So you can see it's a beautiful platform. So if you have any other thing, even as we are growing in the business, we are open to new developments. We will continue to improve the platform and then, by God's grace, generate more leads that will lead into conversion. Okay, use cases, manufacturers and retailers, you are educators and creators. Oh, I talked about the affiliate marketing. Influencers now can now jump. This will be a one-stop platform that any medical expert that wants to talk about this is looking for how he will make commission. He will come and be looking for you on the platform so he can sell something and make commission for his or herself. So we do the SEO, but you provide us with the information. Don't worry, the more you provide us with more information into your store, it boosts the SEO ranking. We can then come to the bank and our team can now say, okay, this keyword is meant to sell for this, but let's leave technicality for the tech guys. So scroll down. So it says select a plan. This is all those start a trial button is going to jump you to this page. So just scroll down. Let's just get to the scroll down a bit. So like we said, we are just starting and we are trying to take in information, and then we are going to be running through a lot of KYCs to check some things. So however, when you register, there are going to be different platforms and packages. The package for 100 product, the package for limited, there's a package for 15, like that. But we'll still look into it, and there are a list of things that are offered. So just choose anyone you think TV. For now, it's still free, but I would advise you go for your limited because, like I made mention, there's no big deal in this whole thing. This is the Netflix of the wellness industry. Even the people that will jump on the platform, one day we wake up one morning and they will turn to this and be doing breathe in, breathe out on their TV, breathe in, breathe out. That's the goal. So, but we can't do that if you do not create content. And I need you to commit after now and say to yourself, I will create content. I will give value. I love the influencers so much, but I am challenging you to race against the influencers so you will have the authority. When you have the authority, these same influencers that are controlling the market will need you because you are the one selling the product. You are the one that has the authority. And it's even a grace for them in future because now that Meta is taking the wellness industry serious, when Meta comes and says you are not qualified to speak about this, they can come and do their campaign and say, go to Emzos. I've mentioned Emzos a lot. I don't know anybody from Emzos. You can just say, go to Emzos and they will tell you about the right analgesics. Nobody knows that he's collecting a commission on lead. So he's still in business. So he might not appreciate you now, but you are his future. So I need us to take that decision to sign up to www.dbios.com and join the wellness platform. Remember, we are not just a platform. We are only using the platform to get to our destination. We are your business and marketing partners. Thank you very much.
We're actually a local company. The company is located in the eastern part of Nigeria, Enugu precisely. We have over 50 products which are manufactured here in Nigeria. All our products are certified by NAFDAC, and currently we're undergoing WHO's pre-qualification. We have products that is range from antibiotics, antihypertensive, and many more. But coming to this gathering, it's like a reminder for me for the need for the company to look into a product that has to do with wellness, a product that has to do with preventive medicine, like the supplement and all that. Because the importance of self-care cannot be emphasized, is what we can liken to lifestyle modification. But you find out that most of the WHO, other health organizations, the first line of any treatment is activities modification. So the importance cannot be emphasized. And it's better, it's safer, it's cost-effective, and most of the times it has no side effect. Because in as much that I'm a marketer of products, I know that some of all these drugs comes with side effects. So we have to be selfish about it, just like some presenters have enlightened. But what about in cases that, because it's not about saying that you have to sleep 6 hours, you have to control your body weight and all that. If all of us are doing this, nobody will be taking drug now. So we have to fix the reality. What is the reality? The reality is that you have to take it personal. You have to tell yourself that you don't have to be among those that will come down with these sicknesses. But mind you, if by paraventure you are not among those, maybe due to your own negligence, not taking care of yourself, or due to hereditary factors, probably you may be our customer in that case. Because at the end of the day, we want to preserve your life. So what am I trying to say? For we in ML, we deal in ethical products. I wouldn't want to go into detail in some of those ethical products. You can go through our stand and have a look at it. So in that case, we have antihypertensive, and our antihypertensive are combination therapy. And we are the only one that manufactures such combination therapy in Nigeria. So you can go our stand and have a look at that. We also have metformin for diabetes. We are the only one that manufactures it. So all our products are manufactured here. We don't import. So whenever you see a product, be it antibiotics, be it antibiotic, antihypertensive that comes from the word Nemel, the name is Nemel. Know that you are buying quality products that are affordable. So at the end of the day, please, let's try and practice what we preach, because at the end of the day, it's about how you are able to put this into practice so that you don't come down with some of all these chronic sicknesses. But by paraventure, it didn't work out for you. Please patronize a very good quality drug for us so that at the end of the day, you have a long life to live. Thank you very much.
My name is Adebayo. I'm brand marketing manager with ifitness Center, largest gym network or franchise in Nigeria and even West Africa by and large. I don't know if the media has it ready, but if they have it ready, I would like them to play the video and we can then have a quick conversation. Again, I'll be out of here in less than 5 minutes.
Hey guys, quick question. Where is your happy place? For me, it's the gym. A sport that lifts my mood, clears my mind, and makes me feel my best. I know, sounds odd, right? But the gym is my therapy. When life gets heavy, I come here, whether it's a tough workout or just stretch it. I make it fun and everything else melts away. For me, the gym is a happy and fun place where I can meet different versions of myself. So if you're in Abuja and looking for a new happy place, come to ifitness Gym at Gwarimpa First Avenue. They've got everything you need to find your vibe, unwind, and most importantly, have fun while staying fit. Now, who's ready to turn the gym into your new happy place?
Okay, thank you. So I could have started the conversation by asking, where is your happy place before we then go into the video. But at the essence of what we do at ifitness is we see wellness as a total state of being that goes from your body to your mind and your well-being. And while sometimes the general perception people have about the gym is where you go to either lose some weight or build up your body and bulk up, like we say, for us it's bigger than that. Our vision is that we're able to raise young people, either in age or even younger that, who are able to live a healthy and a happier life. We believe that when you're able to live healthy, ultimately you'll be able to live an happier life, and that's why I had to pick up that one of our source of that material that basically speaks to you being able to find your happy place. And I mean, I can speak from multiple people who have used our gym over the last 9 years and what the experiences are. We open as early as 6 a.m. on weekdays till at 9 p.m. and at 6 a.m. when we open the gym, we have members of our gyms who are already at the door ready to go in because they want to have that place where they can gain the right energy to start their days. And I'm not even talking about people who have flexible schedules. I mean people who have proper 9 to 5 who are ready, who have to be in the office by 8 a.m. They're already at the doors waiting for the gym to open at 6 a.m. because if they just miss just going in and exercising, stretching their body, working with their personal trainers, taking the supplement as a way in which it gets them in the right mood to be able to go about their daily day, because your mind just is stretched and you are ready. And so whatever your fitness goals are, whatever your fitness journey are, and even if you don't have any fitness goal, you don't have any fitness journey, you don't have any wellness thing to have, I think iFitness is the place for you to be. It's the gym, get healthy, and live a happier life. And if you're asking me where are you, the question I would rather, where is the gym? The question I'll ask you is, where do you live? Because within a 10-15 minutes drive, wherever you live in Lagos, there's an iFitness gym. And the whole goal is not because we want to be large. It's where is the closest place to you so that you can, it's not a case of, oh, it's too far for me, I can't go into the gym. We have 4 new gyms coming up before the end of this year in Ogudu, Iponri, Purple Lekki, which is on Freedom Way, and Agewell Palace. And if you are signing up for any of those 4 gyms, we have a 30% off your joining, 30% of your joining fee. For purpose of today, if you like to sign up for any of our existing 21 gyms in Nigeria, you can sign up on the website ifitness.ng/pricing, and you get a 5% discount off. Or you could just walk up to myself, Adeoluwa, or any of our member management officers who are at our booth, the exhibition area, and we'll be ready to onboard you. Whatever your fitness journey are, whatever your goals are, want to live a healthier life, want to live a happier life, come to iFitness. Thank you.
Thank you very much. iFitness. Okay. I think we've covered so much, right? I'm going to call up, no, I'm not saying too much. I'm going to call up Dr. Physiq. Dr. Physiq. Recognize our senior colleague, pharmacist Ologun Agba. You're very welcome, fellow of the Pharmaceutical Society of Nigeria. You're welcome, Matt. Thank you for joining us. So, Dr. Physiq, come and wrap it up, at least this section, I trust.
Thank you so much, Ma. Okay, hello everybody. My name is Dr. Susanna, but I'm called Dr. Susan. But I will answer Susanna, Susan, Sue, but just add something to the S. But if you go S, I'm not there. Okay, so honestly, I didn't know that I'm going to have an opportunity to talk about Dr. Physiq. I just came to help out, to push the message out, the movement, because it's long due. So I feel that we should be so happy that someone has created a space that will make all of us look so credible. I think for me, that's just more than enough. But because she has just asked me to tell you a bit about our facility, I'll tell you. We are located in Abuja, and it looks like a hospital, but it's not a hospital because everybody's a licensed professional. So you have to be either a nutritionist, a doctor, a physical therapist. You must be licensed because we are heavily regulated by our industry. And in the clinic, we call it Wellness Clinic. We still have a laboratory, a dental unit, eye unit, all of it. But the unique thing to the wellness space is that we do admissions. So if you just want to come and drop someone so we can take care of the person, maybe for weight loss, maybe get rid of the diabetes, hypertension, cancer, we now can keep you or your person for a week or two and just do regenerative medicine, therapy, food as medicine, and then try to correct the habits so that by the time you get home, you get better. We do things like meal plans, IV nutrition, etc. So if you want to read more about us, you can see us at Doctor, like the real doctor, DOCTOR, not DR, Physiq, PHYSIQ.com. So I think you can read a bit more about us at Dr. Physiq. I'm so happy to be here, and whenever you go home, get home safe. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. I'm going to ask if there are any questions. I mean, we've had a lot of information, right? Yes? So do we have any questions? Scholar, just a second. Yeah, let me see. Another microphone, please. A mic?
Good day, everyone. My name is Gwenbi Mwadinobi. I'm the country representative for IDA Foundation. Dr. Monica, it's been awesome. You know, when she called me about 2 months ago to hint me about what was coming up, that week I lost a friend. We were in church at the altar and he slumped. We took him to hospital and he didn't make it. When we got there, his blood pressure was 200 and something, and it's since been buried. So when she called me, I said, Madam, whenever this is taking place, I have to be there. And somehow I didn't register, but coincidentally, I was with a friend. We were having some other meeting, and the reminder came in, and he said, Obi, is Monica stop? I said, wow. And I called her, and that's why I came here yesterday, and today I'm here. I've taken in so much, but I sat there wondering, I lose the joy of living for the sake of living long. So when I put everything that I've heard today and yesterday, I'm asking, all the beautiful food that we love to eat, all the lifestyle that we enjoy is being taken away from us somehow. And I'm saying there has to be some kind of balancing somewhere where we'll say, because we can't just throw everything away. If not, we just live for the sake of living. But we want to live and enjoy life. So maybe you can just talk about that a little bit. Thank you.
I'll call somebody who is a pro in that area. Celia Penny, this is your question. Thank you.
Thank you very much. You know, nothing is being taken away from you. Who gave you what you had in the first place? Billboards, right? Big businesses. So you just keyed into it. And unfortunately for us here in Nigeria, we're too scared to be creative. We're not adventurous enough. We have all it takes. We abandon fufu. Our fufu is fantastic food, already fermented. Your body does not work overtime trying to digest it. It's already done for you, but you abandon that. You want something Vita because you think it's coming from somewhere, and because it's coming from somewhere, you think it's better. you know, when you're having Onyibo food, you are not prepared for Onyibo disease. You don't even have the capacity for the Medicare. But you abandon even those little creatures like those giant caterpillars that we eat in the village that are very healthy, those succulent caterpillars. We just abandon those and we go for what? Noodles? What does that give to you? So we have so many things. Can't we have fufu made into noodles? Cassava made into noodles? Does it have to be wheat flour that is already, you know, genetically modified? We have healthy food. We need to start looking inwards and start being more creative. Stop having this fear mentality. Because it's your stuff, because you know it from the village, so it's not good. Because it's not white in color, so it's not good. All those things that you see that are white, so many things have been removed from them. We've been talking about, you know, nutrition facts label that I spoke about here. The thing is, you see on a product, oh, vitamin A added. And so people rush to it and, vitamin A. They didn't tell you all the 25 nutrients, micronutrients have been removed. They are telling you, they're advertising to you the 1 or 2 nutrients that have been added because they've removed 25. Do you understand? So when we look at it, we need to look at things very critically to know, what are they giving to you? Are they giving you anything? Are they added any value whatsoever? In the original thing, what was there? What has been removed? And what are they giving to you? Nobody gives you anything free of charge. Nobody. They're there to make money. And when you fall sick by eating all of those foods, you go into the hospital, which, by the way, is a disease business. It thrives on disease. If people are not sick, they don't make money. So you're spending money to gain back health and then going back to get the same foods from those food companies, and then you're saying nothing is taken away from you, nothing. Let's look inward and see how we can, you know, make our food look good, delicious. My little boy would eat, you know, Gary. He loves Gary. I have Gary in the bedroom. So, yeah, I want Gary. So I give him Gary. He loves it. I don't add sugar. I don't buy those kind of. I don't buy sugar. I don't buy, you know, all those cubes. You won't find, if you find it in my house, it came in a hamper from people who don't really know me well. Because if they know me well, they won't put it. Okay? So there are things with, right now, people think that the taste of all those seasoning cubes are excellent. They're not. It just means if you are cooking with those, and if you are cooking and you don't add those and you think you are cooking, then you don't know how to cook. You don't know how to cook. If you must add those things, then you don't know how to cook. Real good cooks will cook without any of those seasoning, using our local herbs. And then it's time to start training our taste buds to accept something less sweet and salty. If you brush your tongue properly every morning, you will find that that food is too sweet or it's too salty. So we're talking about self-care. Brush your tongue and see if that food that you're already used to eating is not too salty or too sugary. Use your Gary and make Gary pie. Make Gary pie. Make Gary pancake. Make Gary noodles. What's wrong with that? Add your egg and it's even more nourishing. Use your fufu. They make fufu and it's not all fufu that's already made into, before it's made into the paste. Add your eggs and your stuff and make real healthy pancake with, you know, fufu pancake. Let's call it that. So, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with fufu pancake? What's wrong with bean pancake? So, just try and accept what we have here locally first, before you will find that gradually you feel healthier, you look healthier, you regenerate your cells faster. You don't need any of those bleaching creams. You wouldn't need it. All these are coconut oils and stuff. I don't buy oil. This, I don't even know what they are. This vegetable oil, I don't use them. I don't. You know, if I can't find butter, I'll use my avocado butter, ube butter. Have you ever seen in nature natural margarine? Is there natural margarine? Have you ever heard of natural margarine? There is no such thing. So all of these things are man-made. They are man-made. So why don't you stick to what is natural, what we already have, and then use it and see if your life does not get better. If all those cardiovascular stuff, all the degeneration of your blood vessels don't just disappear. So we need to start having this kind of conversations more and more, and start advertising okra. If we can start advertising okra on billboards, our lives will change. There's so much. Just be creative. Drink your okra soup. Drink it in a cup. I'm not. Drink your okra. Drink your ewedu in a cup. Enjoy it. Hey, there's just so much.
Thank you so much. You know, I don't have to say something. You know, as I was sitting there, I said we really didn't experience Celia on that level, right? We didn't open up that. But, you know, as we talk about the wellness and self-care journey, you know, nutrition and food is a very, very critical part of it. You know, somewhere in my mind, in my subconscious, I was even thinking we need to look at healthy diets, healthy recipes. You know, we need to look. I mean, I went to, well, let me not call the country, and let me just leave it. I went to a country and they do a lot of R&D and innovation around food. Let's leave it like that. And they are already looking at our food. You know, how to use our food to make them in a more presentable and appealing way. So that's probably something we could also advance this wellness and self-care. So we come up with recipes that are fun, that are acceptable, that are more presentable. Because I'll confess to you, I'm not a fufu person personally. So I was just listening to you talking. Personally, the fermentation, it puts me off. That's very personal. I mean, where I'm from, it's eaten, but I personally don't. Do you understand? But I've moved from a pounded yam person to I can't digest it. So I do maybe sweet potato mix, you know, but maybe that's an interesting angle that we need to take, you know, and our food scientists, our nutritionists, you know, should bring these things up. This is what they are trained to do. So if we add that to wellness and self-care and we come up with those avenues, that will probably help us drive the palate. And what you said about this salt and sugar, sorry, I'm a sugar person, but I'm not a salt person. I'm confessing my sins. You know, most of the time I go somewhere, I can't eat the food because the Nigerian palate is strictly sodium. It's salt. You can't eat it. You know, so I put it, I went somewhere, was it day before yesterday with somebody, and I tasted the food, and that was the end of it. Because I do that sometimes when I go, let me just taste if I can eat it. I can't eat it, sorry, don't be annoyed. But so we are loaded up, you know, and that is adding to the non-communicable, the hypertension, the diabetes, the sugar, the salt is just too much. And when you ask some people, they say, if we don't make it like that, people will not buy. So it's loaded up with sodium in different manners or forms. But, you know, that might be something, you know, moving forward from the summit we can take away, and it really impacts all of us. So maybe the young ones coming up will not be in the class where we are, because we're in the fast food generation. Personally, I lived abroad for several years. I'm not a fast food person. I'm not a fast food person, but you know, with the way lives are now, the young moms are very fast and looking for fast, which is not necessarily nutrition, it's just volume, for lack of a better word. So we need to modify those comments. I think there's a gentleman here who is on the nutrition angle, Mr. Patrick Okere. Did I get that name right? You'd like to say something and add to this? Yes, sir. Thank you. Very, very quickly. Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure being here. My name is Patrick Okere, and what you're doing is really wonderful. I want to join others to say that there's a paradigm shift. This is where the world is going. And what you're doing, I can assure you will be reasonable, will go on, will be important until Christ comes. Yes, there is this concept, this idea we have, which is really correct, that you are what you eat. You are what you eat. That is to say that you can use your food as your medicine. And there are two, there's a country called Nauru. A country in the Pacific Ocean. It's an island. A very small country. They had no problems. They were living healthily and happily on their traditional diet of yam and coconut. That was their traditional diet. Yam has fiber, coconut has fiber, coconut also has so many health benefits. That was what they were using, and they didn't know that nature has blessed them so much. But somehow, there was an economic boom in that country. They discovered phosphate, which is fertilizer. A country of 13,000 people, suddenly everybody became a millionaire. You know what happened? They jettisoned their traditional food of yam and coconut and started importing foods from New Zealand and Australia. As I speak with you now, 65% of all Naurans above the age of 25, they all have diabetes. That will not be your portion. There's another country called Thailand. In Thailand, the major religion there is Buddhism. Most Thais are Buddhists. And you know that what the pastors are in Christendom are what the monks are in Buddhism. So the Thai monks are facing a life-threatening situation even as we speak. The World Health Organization called global attention to this disaster. It's just that it was eclipsed by the COVID. In their religion, the Thai monks act as mediators between the living and the dead. And they believe that you have to bring sacrifices to give to the dead people. And because of the position, every sacrifice brought must be eaten by the monk. And most of these sacrifices are low fiber foods, laced with sugar. Now, what again? They keep praying, and there is a food there's a drink they take. It's a high fructose drink. Call it prana. They drink it to get energy to keep awake and be praying. And they sit 20 hours in a day. So there's a conspiracy of all Thai monks have diabetes. And about 70 of them have their legs amputated. In fact, the World Health Organization had to raise alarm how there will be a coalition of nutritionists to help these holy men of God who are eating themselves to death. So what point am I making? You are what you eat. In Nigeria, the picture can be grimmer, but it's just that we don't have the statistics. What we do is that go for high fiber foods. And before I conclude, because time is running out, I was in my village about 6 months ago, and I decided to do a water test because the government has failed in providing water for Nigerians. There's no community you enter now without seeing a borehole in every compound. That is, we source our water from boreholes. Am I right? Now, I now took my equipment home and asked my community people to bring all their water samples for me to test at least the pH and other parameters. I discovered something that was very, very interesting. My cousin, who is an engineer in Port Harcourt, brought 2 samples. I tested one. It was highly acidic. I tasted the second sample he brought. It was highly alkaline. And I told him, Chidi, how come you brought 2 samples and they have opposite results? What could be happening? He told me when the mother died, who's my aunt, the woman died, she left her water pot. And this Chidi, my cousin, took the water pot to his house. That one of the samples, okay, the 2 samples were taken from his borehole, but he put one in the water pot and brought the other one like that. The interesting thing is that the one he brought from the water pot was alkaline water, and the one he took ordinarily was highly acidic, which means that your water pot can make your water alkaline. Those of us who are not very young will realize that in those days, I'm not talking about the Ajebota, those of us who had our primary school in villages, at the corner of the classroom is a water pot where everybody drank water from and nobody got sick. So what point am I making? If you can afford it, go to, they said, I was asking somebody when I came back to Lagos, around Barega area, there are people that sell Ikoko or Ketu. So go back to Ikoko and make sure that the water you're drinking is alkaline water. You are what you? You are what you? If you are clapping, make it harder.
Thank you so much. Wow. Okay. Anybody else want to say? Yes, sir? Okay. Okay, 1, 2. Quickly, please. We're rounding up.
Good afternoon, everyone. All right, so my name is Odeshola Oluwatoyin, and I'm a farmer, an agronomist, and someone that is into crop production and management. And I've actually written this question since yesterday, but I've not had the privilege to ask. So I understand that the quality of the food we eat actually determines the way we think. Because one of the points that has been mentioned is balanced diet. So now my question is, what is the fate of a regular person that can't afford a balanced diet? Yes. Thank you.
Food.com. Next to you, yes, you raised your hand. Please, that question is a very loaded question. Okay, we'll come to you.
Thank you. I want to appreciate everybody that's here today. I was here yesterday, and like I said, I was informed. But the greatest challenge for the benefit of our erudite speakers here is the fact that all of us are elite, in quote. We are enlightened. What about those ones? Because I found out that those of us that have the knowledge, we are far away from the larger population that need the knowledge. So how do we do it? We talk about you have what you hate. Those people that need this knowledge is good. Wellness and self-care. That's where we are going. How do we get this message to these people in the language they understand as we are leaving this place? Thank you.
Thank you very much. 2 related questions. Do we have anything on this side? Because I will end it. No hands raised on this side. I'm coming. Okay, nobody. Okay, Scholar, you're the last.
Thank you very much. I would make a contribution. There's a video I saw, and the fruits, or is it the foods we eat or we have around, they look like the organ, the function on in the body. The walnut, if you look at it, is a 4-lobed fruit. It functions on the brain. The brain is 4 lobes, right? So some of these foods, they are specific site of action, are specific organs in the body. We already know some of them and all that, but I'll try and look for the video. I have it in my phone. I can't look for it now, but it's all about specific foods acting on specific organs in our body to help body wellness. That's one. I'm interested in meeting you more, the addiction person. Yes, because you gave categories of addictions we have, and this is a worrisome situation in our homes, in our lives. I was discussing with a man And the revelation I got is a lot of men who don't want to go to actual infidelity do a lot of porn. And it gives them whatever satisfaction it gives them. And it's an addiction. They go to the extent of even paying to receive porn videos. And then our young ones are also into a lot of it. So apart from drug addiction, which we know is affecting our homes, and there's so much denial about it in our homes, I will encourage us as parents to be a little bit more thorough with our children. If someone else outside has observed something about your child and passes a comment, God forbid thing we keep saying, let's not say it. Let's take a little bit time to study the child. You will discover that that story that person is telling you has some element of truth. I've discussed with some colleagues, some children are into drugs in their homes and their parents don't know until it becomes a psychiatric situation. So I really want to meet you more so that we could organize, we could find a way, you wanted to partner, we could find a way. I'm interested in my main constituency, pharmacy students, because we realize that a lot of them are into some of these things. Yes. And it's causing more harm than good because they are pharmacists or they are training to be pharmacists. So their own idea of I will be a pharmacist is hard drugs. Yes, we have had cases like that. So let's see how we can work better. And also, please get yourself more public. Let people know what you're doing more so that we will reach, at least we'll give the information and people can make the choice. Like God said, I give before you life and death. Choose life that you may live. So let's give the people the information they need. Let's work with our schools, our universities. Some are even starting right from primary schools. Yes, so please, when they say it in your church, please don't say God forbid, because it is happening and it's the denial that propagates it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Before I go back to these questions, let me recognize Kabiesio. What's the right response? Kabiesio. We are honored with the presence of Kabiesi Atayero of Ekiti Land, Oba Aderemi. Thank you so much. We're very, very honored to have you. Thank you, sir. Let me, I'll comment first on a little bit of what my national chair said. You see, it is at occasions like this that foster the collaboration and the networking. So in our little way, you know, these are the things we are trying to do. I met Deepo not too long ago in the course of putting this together. I just mentioned to somebody and they said, oh, there's a young man doing this and this. Would you mind meeting him? I said, of course. You know, what we're doing is really, really something we want the youth to come on. And I mean, you listened, like he came and he showed me the presentation. I said, yes, of course, come. Take some minutes and connect and network and present what you have. And, you know, just for your information, he's resonating with the, you know, the generation I've already picked on the vibe. Him and Bio are already, no, not your generation, their generation. They have already picked on the vibe. Because it's easier when a solution is coming from them. You know how to reach out to that generation and they can speak the language that they speak. You know, but in saying that also, we have to be mindful that when you want to get buy-in and speak to the youth, there's something that appeals to them. Entertainment, music. That's why you have paparazzi, dummy in here, because they make that connect. If you just call them to come in and listen to a lecture, they're not likely to come. Do you know what we're talking about? They are not likely to come. But if they have their people that speak the language that they understand, you attract them with that. And then you send a message. It resonates more. So that's also a realm we're looking to, to see how we can make inroads. There's a lot that is, you see, some of these things we can't be very idealistic about them. In an ideal situation, we shouldn't have an addiction problem in Nigeria. It's not a Nigerian problem. It's a global problem. It is you think we have a problem in Nigeria? Go to the United States of America. There are some cities, they are lying on the streets. You go to some areas, that's all you see. I practice in the US. I know what we would see. You'd be working with people who would be waiting to steal the narcotics. There we count our pills. Every day you finish, you count, you sign off. You're working with people, you turn your back, they're stealing pills because it's selling on the street. They're either using or they're selling. I've experienced it firsthand. So it's not a Nigerian problem. It is a global problem. It's unfortunate Dr. Koyeje could not speak too much when she was here yesterday, but it is a problem that we have to understand is global. We have a stigma around talking about certain things. It's not only about addiction, it's about depression, anxiety, mental health. We don't talk about those things. We bottle everything up and everybody wears their clothes, like you said, looking good, sparkling, shining. Now lie, all night, fizzy, nothing join. Packaging, yes. And you see, it has so eroded certain things that in order to begin to demystify some of these things, we have to be a bit creative about the way we do it. There was something we did in LBS, and they were breaking down the different generations and what appeals to what generation. It's at night, they do their thing. If you are calling them during the day, they are sleeping. They won't answer you. Am I lying? No, it's a fact. If you have children within that age, you know what I'm talking about. You are awake now. They will tell you, awake doing what? That is why, there's such a disconnect that to reach to that generation, you have to try to understand, to connect. That's why it's nice when we have some of the young ones here, so they can make that connect. So I really appreciate them. If you are in the age I'm talking about, stand up, let's recognize you. Stand up now, where are you? Where are the young people? I'm looking at you. Bayo, are you not in that category? Kato, where is Kato? Where? I can't see him. Okay, you see, why are you hiding? Because it's daytime. But you don't understand what I'm saying. But, hopefully we'll build those connections, and use these as inroads. Now, there was a question the young man asked. You see, that's the generation. What is the fate of those who cannot afford to eat healthy? Well, I beg to disagree a little bit. Eating healthy is not necessarily more expensive. It's about a choice and making an informed choice. I do a little bit of work in the rural areas. And there was a session we went to, and we were engaging secondary school age girls. You were there. And we were talking about nutrition, as basic as it was. And we asked them, okay, what do you feel is a nutritious or a balanced diet? You will be shocked at the answers. Indomie. Sorry, I didn't mention any brand. Noodles. You see, I don't want to run down anybody, but I don't know when we have become a noodle eating culture. It's amazing, but that's another story for another day. And it was noodles, it was pounded yam. What was the other thing? There was no mention of fruit, there was no mention of vegetables. Pounded yam, yam pottage, fried yam, roasted yam. We had that rice talk. I'm sorry, I'm digressing a bit. I was doing something for executives, I think about a week ago, and we're talking about rice. And I said, I personally don't understand all the noise about rice. I'm sorry, I really don't. We've moved from rice of 12,000 naira a bag to 88,000 naira a bag. And we feel that if we don't eat rice, the world has come to an end. You know, one thing that this economy has taught us, you know, before we were all buying rice in 50 kg bags, right? How many of us are still buying 50 kg of rice? How many of us? We are not, oh. I don't, well, maybe some of you are. But we have pulled back. So I'm asking, I said, if you must eat rice, why don't you eat ofada rice? Why don't, or ebonyi abakaliki rice? Why must it be the polished one that is polished that all the nutrients have been rubbed off? They say, oh, it tastes totally different, that one tastes better. I said, yeah, right, that's okay, that's fine. But that's a discussion for another day. So young man, I don't believe it's about afford only. It's about knowing the healthy choices to make. I would agree with you that fruits have become very expensive. I would agree with you on that, but still doesn't negate the fact that there are vegetables, you know, that we can do. There are cheaper sources of protein that we can do, and we can reduce on the carbohydrate. I know many people will say this because of the cost of rice. Rice is not number one, and it's not cheap. That's why he's talking about cannot afford. Do you understand? So that's one. Then food.com, Razak talks about how do we get the info to others. So moving forward, you know, those are the things that hopefully we'll be able to collaborate and move forward together. It's not a journey that one person can do. It's not something that one individual, one organization, one government body can do alone. It's about a collective group of people moving together. But you asked something. You said that, yeah, well, if you're sitting in this room, yes, to an extent you are elite. Yes, I might not disagree with you, but does not necessarily mean that you have a full understanding. If you remember what Dr. Leo said yesterday, and I buy into that, many people are illiterate when it comes to health. That you are educated, or you have gone to school, or you finished secondary school, doesn't mean that you are literate when it comes to health. You are even worse than the person that's in my village at home, because you will now start arguing with me with the misinformation that you have ascribed to. I hope I'm making sense. So that you are educated, sometimes you are even a more difficult person to deal with, to unlearn those nasty things that you are doing that you feel are right. So that's where we would differ. Yes, we still need to do a lot of health awareness. You know, Dr. Leo also talked about it. We need to share the knowledge, and that's part of why we had the session today for organizations to present products and services. It's part of the education and the knowledge. Sitting here, I've learned quite a bit, you know, because the learning is continuous, and you have to always open your mind to learn new things. But when we want to reach out, we will be, over the next couple of months, trying to have engagements cross-country in the geopolitical, picking up issues that are topical and taking them forward. And with that, you know, there's an advocacy, there's an awareness, there's more attention focused on that. You know, and let's start talking about things that will help us move forward. The statistics when it comes to health in Nigeria are so negative. So negative. Whether you're talking about maternal mortality, you have somebody, she goes into the hospital to have a baby. The other day we had a lady, she had twins and she died. Beautiful. I said, this one, she had the twins and she died. And they died. And that's an educated person. The one that pains you is the ones that go to the hospital and they still die. And it's not that they're not educated. And when you look at that, it's probably, what do you call it, bleeding, postpartum hemorrhage. So you're beginning to wonder, did she have preeclampsia? Was the BP, and they couldn't control it? You give birth and you go. That's the reality of Nigeria. Or is it the infant mortality? Which one is it? Under 5. So when they talk about under 5, Nigeria, you are up there. Children dying. And you know, young mothers, so unaware. I won't call some people's name. You give them a medication to give the child. Read the label or the instructions. These are educated people. You know, so there's a lot of work to do, and we all have to be part of the solution. So moving forward, you know, we'll be looking to work together to advance those solutions and see how we can improve the space. I don't know if KBC wants to say something. Gatti has come here. At least you honor us with your words of wisdom. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I want to appreciate the organizers of this wonderful program and also thank my sister that has dragged me here. I thought this is just an opportunity for us to see in Lagos, hug each other, and we depart. Not knowing that I'll be coming to see everybody here. I'm happy anyway. This is a wonderful program and it's what we should be having everywhere. Most especially in the palaces, we should have it. And I am the Nigerian Regional President of the Occupational Safety and Health. I save lives as well. And talking about saving lives, it's not just about accidents at home or accident on the road. It's about what you're discussing here. You're actually saving lives as well. And we're talking about addiction. And somebody is talking to us about how to prevent this addiction, which is a menace in the whole of this continent. It's a global phenomenon, and it's a challenge that we need to actually look at and see how we can eradicate it or minimize it to the barest minima so that we can have a sanity, create an oasis of sanity within this health sector, within our environment, so that the whole place can be a better place for all. I'm not very happy that I'm joining at this time. If I had known, I would have dedicated my time and come and learn here very well, so that whatever I take from here, I'll take it back home and also talk to my people about it. Anyway, we're going to connect more. I'll talk to Doctor, then we'll see how we can collaborate. I appreciate you, and I thank each and every one of us here for creating time to come and listen to this. This is better than listening to other things. And when Doctor was talking about the Gen Zs, I think they need to hear this more and more. Yes. So, thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you very much.